Well, good morning. Hello, happy Tuesday. I almost said Monday, but I wasn't able to jump on Monday, so happy Tuesday to you. We are doing our, look at that little bumpy. We are doing our Going Deeper follow-up live stream that we do here at Deeper Waters, where we take something we looked at or talked about Sunday and we drill a little deeper on it. Before we get started, I just want to show you this. This right here was a Christmas gift to me from my wife. And so I've put it on my desk just in case I need it. So if ever we're having a meeting, you're in my office and we're discussing things, you're having a little pastoral counseling session, and you hear this. Let me do it again. You know that you have just done or said something ridiculous, okay? Anyway, let's get to it. So Romans, Sunday we had our, Brent and I called it our We Love You breakfast, where all of our folks from the church, rather than having service in the sanctuary, we had a totally different kind of service. We had service in the fellowship hall. Brenda, I, and our 3 children prepared, cooked, and served breakfast to everybody in our church who was present Sunday morning. We had some games, we had decorations, we served a big old spread of breakfast, just as a way to show the folks in our church that we love them and that we love you, that we're glad that you are a part of our lives. So if you missed that Sunday, man, we hate that you missed it, but we love you and we want that appreciation to go to you as well. I did give a short little message at the end, and it was out of Romans chapter 1. The verses that we zeroed in on are verses 11 and 12. I'm going to read them, a couple quick things, and then I'm going to send you on your way. Here's what Paul said to the Roman church. I long to see you, that I may impart to you some spiritual gift to make you strong. And then verse 12, very interesting, he says, that is, that you and I may be mutually encouraged by each other's faith. So if you are in a life group and your life group leader is using the study guide that I provided this week, you're going to be looking at a couple different questions that I drew out of that passage. And I thought it'd be all right to go ahead and get started thinking about that now. So here's the thing. What we can pull out of that passage is that, the interesting thing is that the great Apostle Paul, right, super well known in the church. He's an apostle. He has a ton of authority. In some ways, he was probably seen like a rock star in the church. He was a very authoritative figure in the church. And Paul says to just average, ordinary believers with no title, he says, I'm anxious to get to you so that we can be mutually encouraged by each other's faith. I think it is just an awesome thing where Paul is so humble in that, where the great apostle is saying, I want to encourage you, but I want to be encouraged by you. It is a mutual thing. And so with that in mind, you're going to have 2 questions this week at your life group if you're using the study guide. The first is this. The Apostle Paul definitely had a different level of authority in the church. And where there are, in the church, as I said Sunday, there are no second-class citizens in the kingdom. Within the church, we are all of equal value and of equal worth. But there is this reality that some are called and set apart by God to have a different level of responsibility and authority. They're mentioned in Ephesians 4, some of them. Apostles, prophets, evangelists, pastors, teachers. They are given a different level of responsibility and authority. So my first question for you to be pondering on and discussing here in the comments if you'd like is this. In a culture like ours, where we are very individualistic and where authority in general is often suspect, not trusted, and often, railed against, how should that dynamic, how does that dynamic, and how should that dynamic play out in the life of a local church? Okay, that's the first question. The second question is this. Paul was saying to the believers in Rome, I want to get to you so that we can be mutually encouraged. And it is part of God's desire that all of us within the church are strengthening and encouraging each other. So the second question you're going to be looking at, and that you are free, I'd welcome you to discuss in the comments below, is this. How have you been intentional about encouraging others here at Deeper Waters or at your home church if you don't attend here? And how have others within your Deeper Waters family or your church, wherever you attend church, how has someone or other multiple people, how are some ways that they have strengthened, others have strengthened and encouraged you? So those are our two questions. I'm looking forward to seeing your comments, even more so looking forward to having you all discussing those in your life groups this week. So with that said, I love you guys. We love you. The Stuck family loves you. We hope you know that, and we will see you soon. Stay encouraged. Love you.